Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
For being here with us today. We have first, I love when I see your name, Gary, because it's like Gary Gray. Gary Gray. Welcome, Gary Gray.
Thank you. There's a middle initial D, but everybody says it stands for ditto.
I like that. Well, on my bio sheet, I see it's Gary Gray, and I just think it's fun to say without the D, but I'm going to go Gary D. Gray is here with us. He's a seasoned professional and salesperson who has built many businesses over the course of his career, Bella. Currently, he's building a healthcare business with USH Advisors, as we can see, and he is a super connector, actively growing and building a team in South Florida and beyond. Please join me in welcoming Gary D. Gray to the Real Raw.
And Gary, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact, dogs are put on this earth to make us all happier.
Gina and I think would both agree with that. Now, how many dogs do you have?
Well, a short anecdote, I actually lost both my dogs, one in March and then my little one in July. 2 days after I lost the little one, my golden retriever entered my life. So I have a 6-month-old golden retriever, and we just got a poodle Bichon mix that's all of 4 pounds about a month ago. So I have 2 new puppies. I haven't had puppies in 15 years.
That is so fun.
They're absolutely adorable and beautiful and a joy of life.
Beautiful. I completely agree, Gary. My little one has been with my sister for the past month because I've been traveling so much, and so she's been in New Jersey for the past month, and I have been missing her like crazy. So I totally get you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that unconditional love.
Yes,
and who else? It's part of my why in life. It's just me and my wife. So other than the two of us, we just bring joy to the animal, and we want to make sure their life is as fulfilled as anybody else's.
I love it. All right, Miss Gina, who else we got?
We
Who's
have
with Mr. Gary?
We have Mr. Annetto Almanza with us today, transitioning his business currently and focusing on the crypto industry with his consulting business. He's from Miami, by the way, and his extensive background in video production and expertise previously producing famous videos that have been featured in many cities across the world. So we're super glad you're with us today, Netto. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Netto to The Real Raw.
You said it right. That's how you pronounce it. Well done.
And Mr. Netto, what is your fun fact?
So my fun fact is that I once worked for 36 hours straight, and I didn't sleep in 2 days. Yes, 36 hours straight. So it was for a video production. I had booked 2 days, 2 specific days, but then I get a call about a production with Walgreens to do a commercial with them, and I couldn't say no to Walgreens. But that recording was from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I was like, you know what? That was in my early Miami days, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I can't say no to Walgreens. And that was a very long day, and it taught me a lesson about hustling, that sometimes it's good to work hard, but 36 hours straight was a bit too much.
That is quite a bit, but I acknowledge your hustle, your grind, and your commitment to your work. Shows a lot about your character and who you are. So
appreciate it.
Awesome, and welcome, Netto, to The Real Raw.
Thank you.
So glad to have you.
Amen.
And Gina, who else we got?
We have, so our judges are all, I love this because our 2 participants are men and our 3 judges are ladies. So this is going to be fun.
Ooh,
our first,
you better watch out today.
Our first judge, also from Miami, Miss Carly Chances. I love your last name, Carly. She's a young, vibrant female in a male-dominant industry. She's shaking up commercial real estate by being different. So please, everyone, join me in welcoming Carly Chances to The Real Raw.
And Miss Carly, what is your fun fact for us today?
So I guess my fun fact, since you just mentioned that you like my last name, is that my last name is actually made up, and I'm the only family in the world who has it.
Now, when you say it's made up, there's got to be a story behind that. So how did you make it up? Where did it come from?
So my family from my dad's side, they migrated from Scandinavia to Canada, and at the border, they weren't able to pronounce our original last name, which I don't even know what my original last name is. So the patrols just started taking away letters from it because it was so long that nobody was able to pronounce it. And then they just made it up there on the spot. So I guess it's my duty to carry on the name that nobody else has.
That is awesome, Carly. That is awesome. We are so glad to have you and all the chances that you're taking and all of the fun. Welcome to The Real Raw.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Gina, who else we got?
We have Ms. Pam Williams joining us from her car a la Washington, D.C. Pamela focuses her time and energy and passion in the financial services industry, assisting others in transforming their generational wealth, Bella, and she has extensive experience across a number of different industries and businesses looking to cause change in the greater Washington area and beyond. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Pam Williams to The Real Raw.
Hi.
And Miss Pam, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. And at work.
Yes, you are. And what is your fun fact for us today?
Well, people like to call me a Jamaican. I just say I'm Jamaican it. So I have a full-time job. I run the internet department at my Lincoln dealership. I'm a professional makeup artist. So, the pandemic really hurt us last year.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm specialized in health and nutrition. And just like I with life insurance and annuities, doing all types of financial services education. So that's pretty much my fun fact. Like, people call me a Jamaican. I just say I'm Jamaican it.
Jamaican.
I love that.
That is
great.
Awesome. That is amazing, Pam. Thank you. That might be one of the most fun facts. Thank you so much for sharing. And Ms. Gina Reese, we've got one more amazing person here with us today.
We sure do. Miss Hannah Zahran from San Diego, Zahran, sorry, on my notes, I'm missing an R there. My bad. From San Diego on the left coast, Hannah is a corporate banking market head, and she has been in the banking space for over 20 years, bringing incredible expertise to relationship management and business development. And we are so glad you're with us today. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Hannah to the Real Raw.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to learn about the company. And I've known David Rush because we did training together last year. He's an amazing man. You guys are very lucky to have him. Great coach, great energy. So.
Thank you. He is fantastic. And other than the millions and millions of dollars that you're stashing in the vault behind you, what is your fun fact?
I love wine. I didn't know them.
That is fun. Yes.
Yes. I like connecting people. I'm pretty social. I also like to help promote the underrepresented. I'm obviously not American, and I came here really with almost nothing, and was able to face my fear and really break into an industry that might not be what the expectation was from me and from my my education. My bachelor is actually English literature. So, but when it boils down to, it's really about people, about bonding and building trust and connecting. So I find that very rewarding when you're able to solve a solution or a problem for someone who have some trust in you, and you take them to the other side. So, yeah.
Most definitely. I can definitely align with that, Hannah. That is definitely, Hannah, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Amen.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to tell everyone a little bit about you, Ms. Bella Verita, since you're the queen of the castle here. What do you say?
Sure.
May I? Because Bella, everyone, started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old child. She's Sean's co-host here at the show. In her teen years, she grew into somebody that became a seven-figure earner in network marketing. In the network marketing space in her teens. And let me tell you something that's not easy to do or to sell, but she has an immense heart and gravitational pull. She has lightning fast wit, filled with fun and energy all the time. And she took that huge talent to become the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Today, she's the CEO of Align Talent, where she takes professionals into the space of business development and acceleration to make magic happen in people's money and their time. And she is the one and only heart-centered leader. Everywhere she goes, she is just lighting up the space. So please, everyone, join me in welcoming Bella Verita as our host of The Real Raw.
Thank you, Gina.
At least until Fernando gets here.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Gina. And it really is an honor and a privilege to be here at Unblinded and a co-host of this show. I sat in your seat just about a year ago. I came on to The Real Raw. A friend had introduced me, and I saw something here that I was not seeing anywhere. I have been doing staffing, sales staffing in the coaching space for about 3 years now. And I saw something different here that I hadn't seen anywhere else. And it was so magnetic and so high energy that I ended up actually joining the team. And so now I am part of Unblinded. So I went from being a client to being a part of the team, very much like David Rush, because what is happening here is so absolutely extraordinary. And even just with all the heart and integrity that Sean leads with, it's not too often that he is not here on the Real Raw. And so it really is truly an honor and a privilege to just be a part of such an extraordinary company. An extraordinary team. And a little bit, Fernando will be joining us, who is a co-founder with Sean, who, before he even in his 20s built his first $1 million business, hosting parties, DJing. And what is so extraordinary is even 5 years later, even though he's not running that business anymore, he's still getting constant referrals. We were in the airport the other day when he got another referral, which just tells you the type of individual he is, the type of service that he provides to his clients. And he has taken over thousands and thousands and thousands of sales calls at this point. And his ability to go from hello to yes is quite masterful. And he has been mentoring, been the Yoda to Sean for the past couple of years, and he is absolutely extraordinary. So I'm super excited that, and this will be the first time that he's ever come on a Real Raw with me. So I'll be super excited when he joins us. And so until he does, we'll have the extraordinary Gina. And Gina, do you want to tell just everybody just a little bit about how you joined Unblinded? And then don't worry, everyone, we are going to kick this off and get into what this is all about. But, Gina, I think you have an extraordinary story as well.
Well, a little, yep. And I'll just share that really quick. And thank you, Bella. And, when I finish, I hope you'll share your fun fact, by the way, if
yes,
Fernando's not here yet, but because I was just about to ask you that. I'm just going to say real quick, like I lost a child many years ago and had a difficult divorce and was seeking, like, what was I doing with all that? I didn't have a career at the time in those days. And I found in my heart, in my soul, that I wanted to connect with the right kind of leadership that would lead with integrity and help show me which way I was going to go with what I knew in my heart I could do. And I went to different thought leaders and professional development, and I was seeking, and eventually it came to Sean as I was building a business after a divorce from a marriage of 24 years and finding my career, I'll say. And Sean saw in me what I had no idea was within myself. And I can just tell you that he helped me actualize, and his formula, the formula that is here, that Bella, became a part of, that Bella also saw in her time, helps so many people actualize more money, time, and magic and step into their greatness. And I'll leave it there because it has been incredible. And I too started, when I first heard Sean speak about what he was sharing in the world when he launched Unblinded in 2020. And I felt in my soul that what he had and what he was creating was something I actually dreamed of after I was in such darkness in my life. I imagined a place where the heart-centered, integrous leaders could make such a huge impact together and co-create magic. So that's where I stand. And Bella, yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Gina. And you might be like wondering, what are we doing, right? And so, you've heard kind of Gina and I both kind of use this word, the formula, which step number one in that is emotional rapport. So we can't get to the heart of the matter and get to the yeses if we don't build emotional rapport and get to know each other and how we can really support each other. So yes, and my fun fact is, Carly, I also changed my name. Bella Verita was not my birth name. Stephanie Vihan was. I legally changed my name 5 years ago, and I'm going to legally change it back because I'm crazy like that. So that is my fun fact. I am. And Gina, how about your fun fact? And then let's kick this off.
Yeah. Okay, we'll kick this off. But my fun fact is that me and Sean had a business trip when I first started here last year, and we had a moment where we were laughing on the floor. Somehow my nose started bleeding, and I laughed so hard that nose spit all over both of you. So it actually looked like a crime scene. And that is my fun fact. I will never forget that moment with you guys. And ever since there's been so many incredible bonding moments, and I'm truly grateful for this family here. So Bella, do you want to tell everyone how this is going to go? And we'll kick it off. And
absolutely.
What do you say?
So what this is going to look like is Annetto and Gary have stepped into the courageous spot of being a participant. And what that's going to look like is you'll get to set up a scenario. Gina will be your role player. You're going to want to tell Gina who you want her to be and think about a yes that you're seeking. So it could be someone to join your networking group. It could be someone to a consulting client that you're trying to get, or, it could be, getting someone to go to the movies with you. Whatever an important yes for you is in the world, you will tell Gina who you want her to be, and then you'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. And that could be for like a longer meeting. That doesn't mean, we don't do any hook pitching or closing here. It's not, Wolf of Wall Street meets, what is it? Wolf of Wall Street meets, what's the other one, Gina?
Oh gosh, Bella.
Boiler room, the boiler room. It's not that.
Boiler room, thank you.
For a longer meeting. So Gina, who of your two friends, Gary and Annetto, is gonna go first today?
I'm going with Annetto because he was here
Annetto,
first. So let's start
are you
with
ready?
Annetto.
You're on mute.
You can.
This works so much better when you're unmuted.
So I am unmuted now. I am ready. I just need to clarify with the instructions again.
Yes. So you will set Gina up. Just tell Gina who you want her to be, and then you're gonna have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes.
Okay, who I want Gina to be? Interesting. Oh my goodness. You're gonna be, let's see, Jay-Z.
Ooh.
I just made up a name.
Oh gosh.
You gotta put your rap voice on, Gina. You ready?
I know. I was thinking I need a moment to like change it up, but no, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's go.
So
take us in.
So I'll go hello.
Yo, Jay-Z, my man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Who's this, please?
This is Annetto Almanza with Almanza Crypto Consulting. Just giving you a call to see if you have 5 minutes of your time, if I can have 5 minutes of your time.
Hey, what's up, Annetto? I have exactly like 2.5. So shoot, let's see what we can do in that time.
Awesome. So I'm very happy to have connected with you in the previous Unblinded event. They host great events and they're amazing people, so it was great connecting with you over there. And basically, I'm just following up with our meeting, and just wanted to ask you. I remember you had told me that you had sold your music company Tide for like billions of dollars, and I was just wondering if you guys are like accepting into any sort of like crypto payments or something like that. Is that something that's in the realm of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I know there's some talk about it amongst my team, and I'm not really sure where we're going with that. Tell me a little bit more, why don't you?
Yeah, and before I do, I saw that you were on vacation. How was your trip? You were in Paris, I believe. How was that? Was that cool?
Yeah, thanks. It was really great. It was a wonderful trip.
Nice.
Thank you.
I saw you were wearing like this pink suit. Man, that's a nice pink suit. Not everyone can pull that off.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's fun. I love it.
Nice. So basically, what I was trying to ask you is regarding the payments system. It's very technical, and I don't know if you're the right person that I should talk to with this, but it's basically about allowing crypto payments in your music software. And so I just want to extend this meeting. This was just an introductory with you. We connected very well in person. I'm doing a follow-up, and I think that you're such a great person. You're such a role model and influential person. I mean, Beyonce is amazing. I'm sure Blue is going to follow in your footsteps. And so
thanks, man.
What I would ask for you, and let me know if you oppose this or if there's something that you don't agree with, is that because you have very few minutes with me now, if we could extend a meeting for later this week where I can explain how things might benefit Tide and some of the payments regarding the app that you recently have.
Yeah, well, tell you what, I'll set you up with my assistant Mary, and we'll see what we can do. All right.
Hello,
I gotta go now,
GZ?
but
GZ?
Yes,
this is
yeah.
Beyonce's assistant, and she wants to know when you're gonna be up with her bags.
Yeah. Like,
Can you get those
like
up
I
here
said,
now?
I gotta go, Annetto. Yeah, I'm
right.
coming. Thanks. Check you later, Annetto.
Ciao.
Great job, Annetto. That was awesome. And we'll get some feedback from the judges here in just a moment. And Gary, are you ready?
I don't know if I can follow up on Jay-Z, but I'll work on my street cred.
There you go. Got to work on your street cred. And who would you like Gina to be?
Gina, I don't want you to stretch too far out of your mental abilities here. I just want you to be pretty much yourself as a independent, successful small business entrepreneur. And as you are analyzing your business and your expectations for the next year, you're having to analyze the cost benefit of providing health insurance benefits to your employees and for your own family. So I just want you to be thinking along those lines and make the best choice that's available for you.
All right, Gina, take us in.
Let's go. Hello.
Hey, Gina, it's Gary, your U.S. Health agent. How are you this morning?
Oh, hey, Gary. I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you?
All right. I know it's afternoon, but I'm always optimistic that the day is young. I'm doing fantastic. I'm following up on a referral from a mutual friend of ours, Annetto Almanza, that he was saying that being a successful small business person yourself, that you were expressing some trepidation, I guess is a good vocabulary word, about the healthcare costs that your company is facing, both for yourself, your family, and I know you want to support your employees and independent contractors as well. As a U.S. Health advisor, I'm looking to help you navigate those markets. I know Obamacare kind of threw all of the health insurance world for a loop since 2010, and it's getting more and more complicated as we go along. Starting Monday, they start open enrollment that here in Florida, you go from 126 plans to 230 different plans. That's just too confusing. So I offer my advising ability to look at all of your options, both Obamacare as well as non-Obamacare, because not everybody is a one-size-fits-all. Some people don't have needs for psychiatric treatment or maternity benefits or drug rehab, which have to be in the Obamacare marketplace plans. So if those needs are not needed, we look at those plans as options for you and your employees as well, and find significant cost reductions. 30 to 50% of Obamacare policies are expensive because of those three things: maternity, drug abuse rehab, and psychiatric. So I try and work with you and each of your individual employees and customize their plans for them. And as a group, whether it's a group rate with group plans or whether it's individual plans that can be medically underwritten, they give you all the options, and we put it on a spreadsheet that you can analyze and decide what is best for you, your family, and your employees. Do you want to set something up in the next few days or week and see if that is a viable option for you and your business?
Well, thank you, Gary. I have definitely been avoiding this whole thing, and I have to I do have to sit down and take a look at it. It is tearing me up, but and it's complicated, and yeah, I'm gonna have to really take some time with you. So
fantastic. Let's just start with baby steps and find time on the calendar, whether mornings or afternoons are better for you, and then put the time in to make it the best choice for you and your family.
That sounds good. I'm good. I could do like Friday at 9. Does that work?
Hello, Ring Gina. This is Bella Verita. Remember your friend that like helped you get your health insurance? What are you doing talking to somebody else?
Bella, what do you do for your health insurance? How can I help you?
Awesome. Great job, Gary. Great job. And so let's go to the judges for feedback. So what this will look like is you'll all have 30 seconds to give feedback to Annetto and feedback to Gary, 30 seconds separately. And you want to share with them something that they did great and maybe something that they could improve on. And then we're going to give a score from 1 to 10, meaning 1, you would want to run as fast as you could, as far as away, and not want to talk to this person ever again. And 10 being you could have another 10-hour conversation with them because it was so amazing. So Carly, let's start with you. Your feedback for Annetto, please.
Okay, so the thing that I liked what Annetto did was that he was very current on events. So he knew where Jay-Z, what he was wearing, what he sold and recently. And I feel like that's something very important for professionals, especially people in the service industry where they're constantly trying to sell themselves, is to be current on everything that's going on, whether it be like pop culture or whether it be politics or the economy, like just anything. So I think that was great, is that he was like current and he knew what he was. Maybe that's why he picked Jay-Z in the first place. I'm kidding. And then I think where you could improve maybe is that I felt like the question kind of did a 360. So it was going from asking one thing and then it automatically turned to something else. And I feel I kind of had to like reset my mind to be what was the original question and the original engagement first. It would be 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Oh, was it out of 10 or 5?
Was that a 10? 10.
Okay, then 9.5 out of 10.
Thank you, Carly. So nice of you.
Awesome.
That's a big difference. I
was
like, oh, okay, all right.
I know.
I was thinking out of 5. My bad.
All right, Carly, and your feedback for Gary.
My feedback for Gary. So the great thing was that it was very personable, and I felt like anybody could understand exactly the who, the what, and like everything beyond it. So I think that was great, is that it was very concise and to the point. What I do think that it could use improvement is to make a more personal connection. So understanding like who your customer is before doing the pitch. So having it reversed.
And your score for Gary is?
It would be a 8 out of 10.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carly. All right, Gina, who should we go to next?
How about Hannah?
Hannah, your feedback for, let's go with Gary first this time.
Okay, so I thought he was nice, he was warm, he was genuine. So that was good. I didn't, what I think he can do better on is like summarizing her pain points and just like playing on those. I felt like it was very, very blanket umbrella, everything included under the healthcare. But overall great. And I learned something, maternity and mental apparently under Obamacare, right? The synopsis of it. So I think I'll give Gary an 8. Netto. I loved his enthusiasm and energy. He couldn't connect personally in the beginning. Then he threw in Paris to segue, but couldn't really like pull in on it to connect with him on get the rapper talk about something. So it was a lot of compliments, kind of showed weakness at one point. And there was no like an outcome or a follow-up because it was, so I mean, I'd say maybe like a 7. I don't like grading impromptu in front of everybody.
I'll take it, Hannah. I'll take it.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. Great job. And Pam, whoever you would like to start with.
Okay, let's start with Netto.
Let's do it.
Netto did have a lot of energy. That's great that he was working on building a rapport with Jay-Z, and he pretty much was a little in and out. He wasn't grasping Jay-Z fully, but he was getting his attention a little bit. But I did love the energy. He did have Jay-Z to interact with him just a little bit. It could have been a little bit more. Then with the...
And your score for Netto?
My score for Netto, I would give him 8.5.
8.5. Nicely done.
Okay.
All right. And for Gary?
And for Gary was very informative. He was very grabbing. I learned something too. I didn't know about the maternity and the mental as well, which does make a difference in certain realms when it comes to health insurance, especially with me doing life and health. That helped me a little bit more because I just got my health license. With Gina, she was listening, but I would think that he needed really pinpoint on what her needs and for her company and what her clients or where her employees, what they actually are asking for. So I would give Gary an 8.
Awesome. Great job. Thank you so much for your feedback, Pam. And Gina, this is the time of the show where things get a little warmer in here. And usually this is the time that I get to set Sean up to be on the hot seat, but I guess Bella Verita is going to have to be on the hot seat today.
Yes, 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 you are, sister. It looks like you are on the hot seat now. So how's this going to go?
What this is going to look like is Gina, pick let me go around. So I'm putting a number on the side of the table. And I'm going to go around and everybody's going to choose a number. So Carly, let's start with you. From a number from 1 to 5, what number do you choose?
I have to keep it in my head or I say it out loud.
Say it out
loud. Number 1.
Okay, awesome. Pam, what number do you choose?
7.
On 1 to 5.
I'm sorry, 1 to 5? 5.
5. Hannah is
3.
It is a 3.
Oh.
So you win, Hannah. And so what you get to do is you get to put me on the hot seat. So you get to set up any scenario for me to go from hello to yes on anything. And that could be with you or that could be with anybody else here with us today, with the exception of Gina. So is there a scenario that comes to mind?
I'm sorry. So I'll try to get you to say yes to something. Maybe not changing your name.
I'm gonna play the role that Annetto and Gary did. So I will be going from hello to yes on any scenario that you choose. So like we have done anything from, playing a conservative New Jersey attorney that had to convince someone to go to Burning Man, convincing someone, to give up their last seat on the plane, maybe to get the manager of the bank to kindly open the safe behind you. It could be anything to go from hello to yes, as long as it is in integrity. So we're not selling swampland in, the middle of New York City. You're not asking me to go to the bank and, get you $1 million that doesn't belong to you. So anything with integrity.
Okay. I can't think on my feet this morning. How about not changing your name? Would that work? Like
But I would be seeking the yes from someone.
You're seeking the yes from me. Okay. So you want to open a new franchise maybe? Or
okay. So I want to open a new franchise, and am I seeking what is the yes that I would be seeking?
Approval of a business plan or financing or lining up of investors, whatever you want.
Okay, perfect. And then would you like to play that role of, let's go with investor?
Okay. I'll be the investor.
Awesome. All right, Hannah, thank you so much. So I'll play Bella Verita. That is talking to Hannah, seeking investment for my new franchise. Awesome. Hello, Hannah, it's Bella. How are you?
Hi, Bella. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I am sensing a little hesitation. What is this call? What is this call that is happening? Did I land that right?
Yeah, I'm curious. How can I help you?
Well, I received your phone number from my friend David Rush. You remember David, yes?
Yes, great guy.
Yeah, he is extraordinary. And he gave me your number because he said that you might be looking for, just some ways to invest in maybe some female-driven businesses. And so I thought I would give you a call. Do you have a couple of minutes to chat? See if we're aligned. If not, we'll call it this 2 minutes, call it good. But if it does align, we can set up something longer. How would that sound?
That sounds like a great plan. Yep.
Awesome.
I have a few minutes. So
okay, awesome. So I won't take more than a couple of minutes right now. But Hannah, tell me, what has you interested in investing in female entrepreneurs right now?
Well, I think, the time is now, and we're really late, and women have taken a back seat for so long. They're contributing to the economy in a massive way, and untapped talent. So I'm definitely supportive of women independence and financial freedom. So yeah.
Women independence and financial freedom, absolutely aligned in that. And when you are looking for, an entrepreneur that you want to invest in, what are some important things to you that you look for?
Well, I look for a self-starter, someone who doesn't take no for an answer, someone who's disciplined and keep their eye on their goal. Also, someone who's coachable. So, why don't you tell me about what your business is about? An idea.
I am so glad that you asked, because then David had mentioned this, that you are also someone who is a self-starter, someone who is very driven. You've advanced quite a bit in your career, and everything that you've done, you've excelled in. So again, just appreciate the couple of minutes, and would be happy to share a little bit here. So I have this idea that I am working on. I'll tell you more about that in a longer conversation, but it is definitely female driven. And if I can just share a little bit about myself personally, I started selling crafts at 8 years old on my front lawn. It was a great business model at the time because my parents would take me to Michael's, and they would buy all my crafts for me, and then I would make my wreaths, sell them on the front lawn, and I would get to keep all of the cash that I made. So it was a really great business model, although that's not quite how things work today. You have to kind of pay for your cost of goods. But I did learn the value of hard work, being driven, and making my own money. And then from there, I went into network marketing. If you know anything about network marketing, it's not easy to become a top income earner in a network marketing company. It takes a lot of hustle, a lot of grind, calling people, facing rejections, no's, no after no after no after no after no, to be able to build the business in that. And then when that company shut down, I went into commercial real estate in Las Vegas, where I was the youngest and first female business broker in the state of Nevada to be the top business broker of the year. And I did that for 3 years in a row. So definitely have the hustle and grind. And now I am working on a project that, funny enough, is disrupting the banking industry, and disrupting the banking industry specifically for women, to help women manage their money, to be able to become financially independent and be able to get the support, because for generations, women have not been taught about money and finances like men have. And so this project that I'm working on will disrupt that, and I'm looking for investors for that. Is that something that would interest you?
Definitely, the concept is interesting. Obviously, I'm not going to invest money unless there is more to the model than that. So I'm happy to take another conversation where we can delve into your business plan.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, Hannah. How was that for you?
It was great. I mean, I loved you're very subtle in the way you used what I said to weave back into your pitch. So that was good. Even the same words with a play. So that was very quick, very impressive. And how you pivoted the conversation to ensure that I get to know you and connect with you versus actually talking, and you tabled that right off the bat for another conversation. So you secured another one, you forced me to get to know you, and played on what's important to me. So, and using my word, bring you to my heart, of course.
I am so glad that you felt that. Tony Robbins said that there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. And through what we call the 4-12-4, it is 4 steps, 12 indispensable elements, and 4 energies. And one of those indispensable elements is the power of asking questions. And then step 1 is, the emotional rapport, and how important that is in the process of going from hello to yes. So thank you so much for that. Carly, how was that for you?
So it was good. I feel like it could have been a little bit more from the other side. I feel like you were the one who should have been the one to talk less than the other party. So that would be like my only comment, is it needs to be more like, I felt like you were the one asking the questions when it should have been the other way around.
Yeah. So indispensable element number 12 is, when you're going from hello to yes, is you always want to ask questions. Because that's how you discover what the other person actually is interested in investing. Because you cannot go from hello to yes until you know what is of value to them. So we wanted to find out for Hannah, what is of value to her? And you do that by asking questions. So fantastic notice. Fantastic notice. And Annetto, how was that for you?
I'm gonna kind of say the same thing as Carly. I was kind of listening to both of you, and I felt that you know, based on my experience, I was expecting like a different kind of two-way, you know, communication. But I still, if I would give it a rating, I'd say I would give it like maybe a 7.5.
Yeah, awesome. So, and Hannah, I'm curious for you how it felt. Like, did it feel like for you it was a two-way conversation?
Yeah, I mean, as an investor, the investor is not going to be interested.
Yeah.
You've got like a dime a dozen want their money. So you need to really do all the heavy lifting and the talk. And to get the investor hooked, that would be a real hard task to do. And that's why you were very clever in figuring out exactly what's important, the couple of words that you could play on, and trying to establish the personal relationship to ensure there is another conversation. But the investor doesn't care to ask you anything. It's you. The onus is on you to bring it.
Definitely. So the team is going to drop here in just a moment a guide for what is our 412, or what is the formula from going from hello to yes. So you're going to have the opportunity to drop in with one of the teammates on how you can use the formula in your own business. And so, Carly, I know you have to hop here at the top of the hour. How was being on the Real Raw for you today?
It was so fun. I'm really glad that I got to connect with everybody.
Awesome. And team, but because Carly's got to jump, if we can drop that guide into the chat so she can grab that before she goes, that would be extraordinary. And Carly, just thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for joining us. And definitely someone from the team, you may already have a call set up, but definitely you know, have a chat with them. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Pam, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
This is really good. It gave me a break a little bit from my monotony. No, it was really good. I liked how you were asking the questions, because Hannah, you're right. As an investor, they want to hear what you have to say. They really don't have much. They don't have much to ask you. So I think that role play did very well. Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us on your lunch hour. And again, team, if we can drop that guide into the chat. Awesome, there it is. Gina just dropped it.
I got it.
Thank you, Gina.
Yeah, I just went and pulled it up. Yep, got it.
Gina is on it. Thank you so much for that, Gina. Definitely download that guide, because you want to know what the 4124 is. So Pam, thank you so much for being here. And Gary, how was your time today on the Real Raw?
No, it was unexpected. There was no lead in to this. I volunteered for the panelists, and I'm so glad that I did. I enjoyed every aspect of it, and I look forward to seeing Annetto again. But I think you were spot on with your interview style. The soft skills were excellent. I would have been a little bit higher on the rating, into the 8.5, 9. So that was very, very good.
Thank you so much, Gary. And just, you know, again, it's an honor and a privilege to be of service, and you know, and really and truly, that is why I am here and I stay involved in Unblinded, because you know, I am not a 9.9999 yet, and so there's always room to grow. So thank you so much for that. And Annetto, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
I think you and Gina should have your own show. You know, you're a great host. You're funny and very entertaining. And my experience was a very favorable one.
Beautiful. Well, so glad that you were here and got to join us today. It was absolutely a pleasure to get to know you as well. And Hannah, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
It was amazing. Thank you so much for having me. I actually have to hop, but I really appreciate that. I got to know you. I love the energy. Go women power and men, equal opportunity for everybody. But yeah, hope we stay in touch. And thanks again. Lovely meeting all of you, and take care.
Great to meet you, all here. And you know, everything happens after the yes. The money, the time, the magic all happens after the S. So definitely chat with a teammate. And Gina, we are all blind.
Just learning to see.
Bye-bye,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.